Gemini gets a canvas, a podcast feature, and lets you remove copyrights. xAI acquires Hotshot for video generation, AI capabilities doubling every 7 months, OpenAI gets text-to-speech, Claude gets web access, and the Unitary G1 scores 2 world firsts for robots. I'm Lee, and this is the weekly AI Roundup. The new Gemini Flash Experimental model has been seriously impressing us with its capabilities. There have been numerous examples of how the image generation output is capable of taking on advanced image editing tasks that would typically take hours to achieve in a tool like Photoshop. Most controversial is its ability to remove watermarks from images. This is likely to bring all kinds of attention to the platform, both positive and negative. But it seems like Google might attempt to prevent this type of usage. Get it while you can. The Chinese search company Baidu released 2 new AI models at the weekend. Ernie X1 is a reasoning model that is said to be on par with DeepSeek, but at only half of the price. The foundational model, Ernie 4.5, is said to be on par with GPT 4.5, but at an astonishing 1% of the cost. The Chinese AI companies have fully kicked off the AI price wars, and the winners are going to be the users. Another model out of China is also causing a stir. ReCamMaster is a new video model that will take an input video and then regenerate it from a completely different camera angle or motion. The results are really breathtaking. This opens up the possibility of watching old videos and films from completely different perspectives. It's quite remarkable. Finally, Perplexity released the second half of their teaser video that was a promotion encouraging people to ask Perplexity rather than checking Google for a question. The video starred Squid Game's Lee Jung-jae, and it's received praise and applause from everyone. This is in contrast to the OpenAI Super Bowl ad that left everyone feeling underwhelmed. It's certainly true that more and more users are turning to their favorite LLM to answer questions that they would have previously Googled. Can Perplexity accelerate this change in behavior with clever marketing like this? Without much fanfare, Google's Gemini AI models are suddenly looking like they're going to be offering some of the best AI tools available, and much of it is free. It feels like they're rolling out important updates every few days at the moment, and today they announced Canvas and Audio Overview. As you'd expect, Canvas adds an output panel in the chat window and creates artifacts based on your requests. Most typically, this will be for generating and editing code. Audio Overview allows you to add a file and have it converted into an engaging podcast-style discussion. Both of these tools are available to try in Gemini right now. xAI has acquired the AI video generation company Hotshot. We really haven't heard much out of Hotshot since they first made some waves shortly after their launch in 2024, so it's quite interesting to see them being consumed into the xAI team. They must be doing some cool work in the background to have attracted the attention of xAI. Let's see how quickly this materializes into Grok video generation. Finally, Stability AI has released a preview of a research model called Stable Virtual Camera. This is one of the most intriguing tools that we've seen recently. It allows the user to add a single flat image and then generate a 3D video output. Impressive as that is, it's not unique. What is unique about this model is that the user gets to define the exact camera motion required in the output with a camera tool similar to what you might find in a 3D modeling tool. This is another mind-blowing concept that really shows the immense creative power of AI. New research suggests that the problem-solving capability of AI is doubling every 7 months. The AI evaluation company Meta tests against length of task as one of their key metrics. This means that if AI models are capable of solving a problem that would take a human 10 minutes to do today, in 7 months' time, they will be capable of solving a task that would take a human 20 minutes to complete. And they've been tracking this since GPT-2. Some people are saying that this is like a Moore's law for AI agents, and it gives us some insight into just how steep the exponential curve of AI is going to be. Windsurf has launched Wave 5, significantly enhancing its AI-assisted coding tool with the introduction of the Windsurf tab feature. This update allows the AI to predict entire code sections, navigate through files, and insert import statements with just a press of the tab key. The aim for Windsurf is to provide a seamless, intuitive coding environment that assists and predicts to make coding as efficient as possible. Windsurf has already gained many fans with their products, and this latest edition is already receiving a ton of positive feedback. When Grok's deep research tool doesn't quite go deep enough, then you need deeper research. That's right. Today, Grok rolled out the imaginatively titled Deeper Research option that will dedicate longer thinking time and apply more reasoning to your request. In our test, the Deeper Research tool took almost 3 minutes of thinking time before completing the request, and the results were pretty impressive. We'll be interested to see how well it does in some official benchmarking. Finally, after being taught to dance and fight, the Unitary G1 became the first humanoid robot to perform a side flip. This amazing display of athletic ability is probably the most impressive single motion that we've seen from a robot to date. How long before robots are able to perform feats that far exceed the abilities of humans? OpenAI has introduced 3 new audio models through their API, 2 for speech-to-text and 1 for text-to-speech. These models allow developers to build AI agents that can speak with natural voice interactions and open up whole new frontiers of possibilities when working with the OpenAI API. Real-time audio processing capabilities in applications should produce some fascinating results. You can play with the new voice AI model at OpenAI FM for free. Anthropic has released real-time web searching in Claude. Not having the very latest information to hand has been a bit of a barrier for Claude for some users, but now the whole internet is available as a source. Initially, this feature will only be available for paid users in the US, but the rollout should make its way to the free plan and more countries soon. Google's Notebook LM has a great new mind maps feature. This allows users to convert their notes and sources into visual diagrams, aiding in the organization and comprehension of complex information. This feature should really transform the way users interact with the information produced by Notebook. The ability to visualize complex data in this way is likely to become a big selling point for the platform. Finally, Pika Labs have given a sneak preview of an upcoming feature that will allow users to manipulate any character or object in a video. Simply add your reference video and then prompt this new Pika feature to transform a part of the scene while keeping everything else perfectly intact. It's only available to Pika creative partners at the moment, but we are very much looking forward to playing with it when it gets a full release.
Optimus will be the biggest product of all time by far. Nothing will even be close. I think it'll be 10 times bigger than the next biggest product ever made.
Speaking at the Tesla All Hands event, Elon Musk talked a lot about its humanoid robot Optimus. Elon said, "Optimus will be the biggest product of all time by far. Nothing will even be close. I think it'll be 10 times bigger than the next biggest product ever made." Robotics really has been one of the major stories of 2025 so far, and with Tesla looking to produce 5,000 Optimus bots this year alone, it's only going to get bigger. Perplexity CEO Aravind Srinivas announced that starting next week, their new agentic browser, Comet, will begin public testing with a small set of users. He also hinted that this intriguing new product might only be weeks from a full release. What exactly we will be getting from Comet remains to be seen, but we're likely to get quite a few hints next week. Grok now has a dedicated image editing mode. It had already been possible to instruct Grok to make some edits to an image, but now it's properly built into the interface. Simply click on the Edit Image button, upload an image, and tell Grok what you want to change. Finally, not content with performing the world's first robotic side flip, the Unitary G1 decided to do a kip-up, which in some ways seemed even more impressive. But it didn't stop there. The G1 went on to do some advanced combat moves, and then showed some incredible stability and self-correction after being unceremoniously kicked. Please, don't kick the robots.